Okay, so once again, our topic for today is about computer security threats, include the computer security concepts, threats, attacks in asset, intruders, malicious software overview, virus, worms in boots, no, or robots, no, rootkits, and others. So as Sun Tzu mentioned, no, stated that the art of war teaches us to rely not only on the likelihood of the enemy's not coming, but on our own readiness to receive him, not on the chance of his not attacking, no, but rather on the fact that he made that we have made our position unassailable. So in this topic, you should be able to list and explain the key concept that comprise computer security, understand the spectrum of computer security attacks, distinguish among various type of intruders, behavior patterns, and understand the types of intrusion techniques used to breach computer security, summarize the principal types of malicious software, present an overview of viruses, including typical virus structure and typical virus behavior, understand the security threat posed by worms in boots, and explain the key concept of the rootkits. Okay, so in this lesson, we provide an overview of security threats, as I mentioned, and we begin with a discussion of what we meant by computer security. In essence, computer security deals with computer-related assets that are subject to a variety of threats and for which various measures are taken to protect those assets. So the remainder of the chapter looks at the two broad categories of computer and network security threats. So intruders and malicious software. So cryptographic algorithms such as encryption and hash functions play a role both in computer security threats and computer security techniques. So, okay, again, the term computer security is the protection afforded to an automated information system in order to attain the applicable objectives of the preserving the integrity, availability, and confidentiality of information system resources. Includes hardware, software, firmware, information and data, and telecommunications. Okay, to give us more details about the topic, let us welcome our first presenter for this morning.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, classmate. This is my report. Computer security threats, computer security techniques. What is a threat? In computer security, a threat is a possible danger that might exploit a vulnerability to breach security and thus cause possible harm. A threat can be either intentional, intelligent, individual cracker or a criminal organization or accidental. Example, the possibility of a computer malfunctioning or the possibility of a natural disaster such as earthquake, a fire, or a tornado, or otherwise a circumstance capability action or event. Computer security basics. What is computer security? Computer security is the protection of computing systems and the data that they store or access. Very little, very little in computing is inherently secure. You must protect yourself. Software cannot protect itself. Networks can be protected better than software. Key areas of concern of computer security. Confidentiality. Only, only authorized users can be access the data resources and information. Integrity. Only authorized users should be able to modify the data when needed. Availability. Data should be available to users when needed. Authentication. The computer system should be able to verify the identity of a user. Threats and their types. Malware, Trojans, virus, firewall breach, computer policy disturbance, bugs and flows, adware, backdoors, email Trojans, DDoS or denial of service attack, cookies and key logging. Types of computer security threats. Fabrication. An authorized party inserts counterfeit objects into the system. Insertion of spurious message in a network. Additions of records to a file. Modification. An authorized party not only gains access but tampers with an asset. Attack on integrity. Changing values in a data file. Altering a program so that it performs differently. Modifying the content of messages being transmitted in a network. Interception. An authorized party gain access to an asset, attack on confidentiality, wiretapping to capture data in a network, illicit copying of files or programs. How do bad guys compromise your computer security? 1. Social engineering. Social engineering is a non-technical method of intrusion hackers use that relies heavily on human interaction and often involves tricking people into breaking security procedures. Types of social engineering: baiting, phishing, and pretexting. 2. Reverse social engineering attack. In this kind of cyber attack, the attacker convinces a user that they have a problem and that the attacker has a solution to the problem. 3. Virus. Virus is a program that replicates, it spreads from file to file on your system, infecting them. 4. Worm. A worm is a standalone program that doesn't require user intervention to spread. Worm don't infect existing files, they spread to copies of themselves instead. 5. Trojan. Trojan horses pose as useful software such as a legitimate program. Instead of being well-behaved software, a Trojan opens a backdoor on your system. 6. Ransomware. Ransomware is malicious program that performs the activities after infecting a computer. Makes the system non-functional unless the victim agrees to pay a ransom. Encrypts the computer's data and demands a ransom to release it to the victim. Spyware. A common computer security threat. Spyware is a class of malicious program that secretly steals your personal information and send it to advertisers or hackers. RUG antivirus. A RUG antivirus, also known as scareware, is a fake program that disguises itself as a genuine software but performs malicious activities in user's machine. Rootkit. A rootkit is a program or a collection of programs that in itself is not harmful but helps viruses and malware hide from antivirus software. Top computer security techniques. 1. Patch. Set up your computer for automatic software and operating system updates. An unpatched machine is more likely to have software vulnerabilities that can be exploited. 2. Install security software. When installed, when installed, the software should be set to scan your files and update your virus definition on a regular basis. 3. Choose strong passwords. Choose strong passwords with letters, numbers, and special characters to create a mental image or an acronym that is easy for you to remember. Create a different password for each important account and change passwords regularly. 4. Backup. Backing up your machine regularly can protect your from the unexpected. Keep a few months worth of backups and make sure the files can be retrieved if needed. 5. Control access to your machine. Don't leave your computer in an unsecured area or unattended and log on, especially in public places. The physical security of your machine is just as important as its technical security. 6. Use email and the internet safely. Ignore unsolicited emails and be wary of attachments, links, and forms in emails that come from people you don't know or which seem fishy. Avoid untrustworthy, often free downloads from freeware or shareware sites. That's all for today. Sir. Thank you po.
Okay, so again, when it comes to computer security, no, uh, in our InfoSec, no, we introduced the three key objectives, no, the confidentiality, the integrity, and availability, no. So when it comes to confidentiality, we need to consider data confidentiality and privacy. for the integrity, that is data and system integrity. No, so this will be the CIA triad, the security requirements, no, or the security requirements triad. No, so when it comes to the CIA triad, no, we need also to consider the two most commonly mentioned, the authenticity and the accountability. So I think that's it for this topic.